Do you think the new Cummins sounds any different?
I don't know. Let's start it up and see.
Okay. Nah, it sounds the same.
Sounds about the same.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think they changed the sounds for the beep noises too.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Probably gonna take a 1/8 of a mile for it to start squawking at me.
Yeah. I have to admit, now this is a long bed truck.
Yes.
It feels so much smoother.
It does. It feels a lot smoother. Again, the CF,
That sounds different.
exactly same sound.
That's different.
No.
I promise it
Is
is
it?
different. It's a different ring to it.
At least it doesn't sound like a Ford.
No comment. Oh man, was there a dead pedal there?
Uh-oh, you hear that?
Oh yeah, somebody got a little blow-off valve action going on.
Their little Ford Focus.
He heard your Ford comment, that's what happened there.
He went, yeah, your whole entire engine doesn't make as much horsepower as one of these cylinders.
Oh no, oh my gosh, isn't that crazy, dude?
Oh,
That's
gosh.
crazy.
All right, so here's a cool thing about this new one is the infotainment center. These are the off-road packages. You can get all your gauges right there. You get up here and you got your steering angle, which is, I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then your transfer case state. You can come over here and you get your pitch and your roll.
See value down there too?
Oh, altitude shows where you're at. I like it.
4,300 feet. Now, I gotta ask you a quick question. What do you think about that oil pressure at idle?
Oil pressure at idle is, so a lot of these oil pumps are multi-stage oil pumps. So when you're at idle, you don't need to have 100 pounds of oil pressure or 60, you know, let's be realistic, it's 60 pounds, whatever. At idle, you need enough oil flowing through the engine to keep things lubricated. So the bypass opens up and it prevents you from having to carry, 60 pounds of oil pressure at idle. We're sitting at 17 pounds right now. I'm very certain that the Cummins oil pump hasn't changed much. So it's pretty, I don't think I have ever had a failure on a Cummins due to a failed oil pump. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. Especially, colder climates. You're trying to pump thick oil at 60 PSI, you blow things up.
Yeah. Man, that transmission is more responsive, dude.
It is very responsive. It almost feels like the turbo lag is gone. We'll get over here to a straight part in the road where I don't have to worry about idiots coming out of Costco and cutting us off. And we'll do a little pull.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Right away.
Right away. It's wanting to skirt those tires. Even in a high gear, because it's in a higher gear. Actually, can you lock it into manual mode? Let me see. I wouldn't mind seeing what gear oh yeah, so it starts in, of course it starts in number 2, so it's in second gear now.
Let's come all the way down to 1.
Okay.
There we go. It just hit 1. Do you hear that?
Yeah. Dead pedal is gone. It's gone.
Yeah. People are like, you took that up to 3,000 RPMs. Yeah, they can handle it.
It's been running about 20 minutes, so it's nice and warm too.
They don't let you redline these things.
Oh no, they don't. Although, I mean, the RPM on this bad was what, 3,100 RPMs? That's it.
Yeah, 31, 32 is where that looks like. Where the little red dot is.
They fixed the Cummins, dude.
I think so. I think this is leaps and bounds better than anything else, any other power line or power combination that they've gone to in the past. The problem with the 6-speeds is you just had way too much gap in between gears.
Yeah.
So when you come out of one gear going to the next, you're out of your torque curve. Now we're able to stay in that torque curve a lot longer, and that's really going to be noticeable when people are towing.
Yeah. Realistically, Cummins only needs 7 gears. When I used to tow my 5th wheel, it was about almost 16,000 pounds. Whenever I was climbing grades, I only needed 1 more gear. That was it.
That boost came in. It didn't take it but half a second for that boost to come in.
Wow.
So I'm pretty sure they've done some changes on that VGT as well.
Yeah. Let's see what the PSI comes in at. Did they show PSI on here?
Oh, boost?
Yeah.
I'll have to change it up here.
Okay. It's probably still 33 PSI.
Let me get
there you go.
In here. Boy, I like all of that.
Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. There she is.
Okay, boost.
Yeah, it
26, but that's not loaded down.
Well, the thing about it is this truck might still be in a safety mode, so it's probably not giving you all the boost.
Very well. It's only got 32 miles on it.
Yeah.
So they might have it limited down. But again, you're not going to see full boost until you're under full load.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is if someone's going to complain about braking on this truck, you don't even have to do a braking period for towing on these. You can tow right out of the gate. So there's really no braking period for the Cummins in the power line and the rear axle.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, do you have the horsepower on there?
Yeah, it should pop up.
Oh, yeah, it should get it. Oh, yes, there it is.
Good, they've got exhaust brake right here. Again, we're not going to see full horsepower on it because we're not loaded down pushing against it, but let me get some speed because it takes...
Oh, 67?
Yeah, I only hit 67, but...
Dang, is exhaust brake still there?
Yeah, it's still on. It's exhaust brake holding all the way down to 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Light load. Let's drop gear manually and see if we can get that exhaust brake to give us some more horsepower.
Okay.
So there we go. It came up to what, 112?
Yeah, 112.
134.
Wow.
Boy, that's a strong brake too.
Jeez, you can still hear that bad boy too. Wow.
Oh, I wish there was a way we could uncork that so we could start sounding like an 18-wheeler.
Oh man. Yeah, all you gotta do is take off that exhaust system and that bad boy will be singing the song for us.
Weight loss program, here we come.
Oh yeah. Man, this makes me want to Cummins again. I'm not even gonna lie. I do miss that sound. Man.
Yeah.
So the 8-speed doesn't really mess with the exhaust brake, which I was concerned about.
Well, so what I did notice was, whereas like with an Eisen or the RF, both of those, when you were just in automatic mode on the brake and in drive, you had to be doing over 43 miles an hour for the exhaust brake to start coming on. Now, it's really hard to tell through this video. I'm going to put it back into full 8-speed function. Is when it starts slowing down, even with your foot on the brake, you can hear the transmission downshifting smoothly with the exhaust brake still applied, and it maintains that all the way down to about 10 miles an hour.
Wow.
So let's get some speed up.
She's working.
You know, it's still, the exhaust brake's still engaged. I gotta go because we're in traffic, but
yeah, the transmission is not as strong on the downshifts as the Eisen and the 68, but like you said, once you get a trailer behind it, that might change things. And you're not in tow haul mode too. Yeah. So tow haul mode might ignite that transmission to downshift right out of the gate.
And the biggest thing that people are going to notice is the smoother shifts, and that's...
Oh, I didn't think about that.
The Eisen transmission has been a heavy equipment transmission for a lot of years. And they said, hey, let's throw it behind this Cummins and see what it does. And it worked out great until all of the soccer moms or the guys who just want to get a Cummins because they think that they're cool and they don't ever pull nothing start driving around an Eisen, and they complain about the harsh shifting of it. And that's why they've always maintained a high output and a low output, and having the RFE and the low output so that they can have the smoother shifts of the RFE. But then people wanted the Eisen because it's a stronger transmission. The RF has a very bad reputation. It's a crappy transmission. So they've had to detune the Eisen to make the shifts smoother so that the average Joe that goes out and buy these trucks that should never have probably bought it anyway, they have a smoother shifting transmission, but they don't have the failure rate of the RFE. So now with the Powerline transmission, you have the best of both worlds. You're able to have the high output, you're able to have the firmness, the reliability of the ZF transmission line, but the smoother shifts that the public is going to want out of their truck. So it's not a harsh shift. You're not slamming gears like the Eisen feels like when you're, especially when you're going from a second to a third gear light load. This thing's going to give you a much smoother shift.
Yep. 100%.
Through all gears. Now again, I would love to latch onto a trailer and find out what it feels like while towing, but unfortunately we don't have a trailer to go tie onto.
Yeah, well, we do, but
well, I don't think they want us taking the brand new truck out and putting it through the paces.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Now, if someone wants to buy this truck, hey, look, there's some trailers over there, buddy. Come on, let's go hook up.
Oh, we can. I don't have my truck here, so we can't use the hitch. So.
No, I'm just kidding.
There's my excuse. All right. So the first drive is, I like it. I think everybody is going to be really impressed with the smoothness of the shifting, the almost turbo lag gone feel. I mean, it's not like you're driving an RFE or an Eisen where you stomp her to the floor and wait for the boost to come up. This thing shifts down the gears, boost comes right up, and you're gone. Again, it felt like it was less than a half a second for us to hit full boost on that little pull that we did over there. I like it. I think everybody else is going to be extremely impressed with the way that this thing feels. What I'm really excited about is for what the aftermarket companies do. We're going to see a whole new era of power and Cummins power come to light after the aftermarket gets done doing what they're going to do. So don't let me down, aftermarket companies, banks, everybody else out there. I want to see some stuff for these engines. It's going to be really cool. I want to thank you all again for tuning in. Hit that like button. You can even leave a comment, whatever, and share. Let all your friends know. Come help me out. So anyway, have a good night. Peace.